Your mindset is either your greatest weapon or your biggest weakness, and there is no middle ground. Right now, your mental approach to challenges is either building you up or it's tearing you down. And so many people are walking around right now with weak minds wondering why they break under pressure. In this video, I'm going to show you the 4 pillars of an unbreakable mindset that helped me to stay focused during 9 deployments, enabled me to train future naval officers under extreme pressure, and helped me to develop leaders who could function in life or death situations. This isn't theory. This is battle-tested mental architecture that you can use starting today. That pain that you're feeling when life jumps up and smacks you in the face, when you get knocked down and you're struggling to get back up, and when you start doubting yourself and your abilities. That's a weak mindset cracking under pressure. But an unbreakable mindset gets stronger with stress, just like your muscles get stronger when you lift weights. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm CJ, and this is where we build real strength in real people. 26 years in the Navy has taught me that mindset isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, brick by brick, decision by decision. If you're ready to stop letting life break you and start breaking through the challenges that stand in your way, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we're about to build a mental armor that's going to be unstoppable. My time in the Navy has taught me one thing: success and leadership can be trained. I've built warriors, officers, and students into leaders, and now I'm here to do the same for you. So let's get after it. Let me tell you what unbreakable really looks like. In 2006, I was standing on the flight deck of the USS Ronald Reagan during night ops waiting for my helo to come back. Due to a faulty landing lighting system, an F-18 was coming in too low. By the time it figured out the mistake, it was too late. It crashed on the flight deck 10 feet in front of me. The pilot ejected out the side and off the side of the ship, and there was a fireball careening down the flight deck. And there were 6,500 sailors whose lives depended on our action. In that moment, there was no participation trophies, no do-overs, no time for self-doubt. We had to perform, period. Most people in that situation would freeze or panic. But we sailors on that flight deck moved like we had rehearsed this 1,000 times. Why? Because we had, and lives depended on it. And that's the difference between just surviving and thriving under pressure. Look, there's 3 types of people: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those standing around wondering what the heck just happened. The doers have an unbreakable mindset. An unbreakable mindset has 4 foundational pillars. Pillar 1 is extreme ownership thinking. And this goes beyond taking responsibility. It's taking ownership of your mental state. When I was a drill instructor training officer candidates, I had future naval officers who came in thinking they were already tough. But then we put them under real pressure and watched their mental game fall apart. The ones who survived learned this truth: you don't control what happens, but you absolutely control your response. I had an officer candidate who kept failing inspections, but after some coaching, instead of making excuses, he took ownership for his preparation process. Instead of blaming the standards for being too high, he started raising his personal standards to meet them. And that's the shift, from victim of circumstances to focusing on solutions. Pillar 2 is stress inoculation. Your mind is like your muscles. It adapts to the stress you put on it. But most people avoid this discomfort, so when real stress hits, they turn around and run. In the military, we deliberately put people under controlled stress situations to build up their tolerance. Sure, it's tough at first, but then they adapt and that becomes their new norm. When I first went to Recruit Division Commander School, I thought I was a top dog. I found out quickly just how wrong I was when we had to do a Lake Bluff run. We were formed up in agility groups based on our fitness level. Agility Group 1, that's for the track stars. Agility Group 3, that's for the slow people. Me, I was in the back making up my own agility group, huffing and heaving, wishing it was over. But after 13 weeks of conditioning, I was in the front of the pack running with the guide on. And if you want to build an unbreakable mindset, you need to do the same thing. Don't quit. Do hard stuff. Take cold showers in the morning. Have those hard conversations that you've been avoiding. Apply for that job that you don't think that you're ready for. Each time you push yourself through that discomfort voluntarily, you're building up that mental muscle for when life forces discomfort on you. Pillar number 3 is systems and disciplined thinking. An unbreakable mindset isn't built on motivation. It's built on systems and discipline. Motivation will get you started, but systems and discipline are what's going to carry you and keep you moving when you don't feel like it. Discipline means doing what you know needs to be done, even when you don't want to do it. I've got students who've transformed their entire lives not because they felt motivated every day, but because they built systems and discipline that worked regardless of how they felt. I had one student who kept failing tests and was headed towards dropping out. We didn't work on motivational speeches. We worked on a daily system. Study time, a sleep schedule, nutrition plan, an exercise routine, and preparation the night before. Simple systems that ran on autopilot. And the results? An honor student who's now thriving in college. Pillar 4 is growth through failure. Here's what separates unbreakable minds from everyone else. They see failure differently. Most people see failure as validation that they can't do something. But Unbreakable Mind sees failure as an opportunity to do it again, only this time more intuitively. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. I've failed more times than most people have even tried. I've failed inspections, I've failed tests, and I've made mistakes that even cost people. But every failure taught me something that success never could. The key is failing forward, not just failing. Every time I failed, I focused on what went well, what didn't go well, and what I can do to improve next time. And then I apply what I've learned and I go at it again. Something we do in the military are after-action reviews. After every evolution, we review our outcome. We look at what went wrong and how to fix it. And if everything went right, we look at how we can make it even better. So let me crush the 3 biggest limiting beliefs about building mental toughness. Number 1, I'm just not naturally tough. Some people are born with thick skin and some people aren't. And that's complete garbage. Mental toughness is a skill. It's not something you win in a lottery at birth. I've trained 18-year-olds who came in crying when someone raised their voice at them, and watched them transform into confident leaders in just 8 weeks. I've seen my own daughter going from being terrified to talk to strangers, even on the phone, to giving presentations in front of hundreds. The difference isn't your genetics, it's practice. Every time you choose the hard right over the easy wrong, you're building your mental muscles. And every time you keep going when you want to quit, you're proving to yourself that you're tougher than you thought. You're a lot tougher than you give yourself credit for. So push through. And as you do, that mental toughness, you're going to get even tougher. And every time you push through that discomfort, you strengthen your mindset, building your mental armor and making you unbreakable. Belief number 2, building mental toughness means you got to be cold and emotionless. And they'd be wrong again. The strongest people I know feel deeply. They just don't let their emotions control their actions. On that flight deck when that F-18 crashed, we weren't emotionless robots. We felt fear, adrenaline, concern for the pilot. Even I was like, oh damn, that just happened. But we didn't let our emotions paralyze us. We defaulted to our training and we jumped into action. Emotional control isn't about not feeling. It's about feeling fully while still thinking clearly and acting decisively. And that's real strength. Belief number 3, I've been soft for too long and it's too late to change. Look, I had a 35-year-old sailor who kept getting passed over promotion because he couldn't handle the pressure. Everybody wrote him off, including himself. But we worked on his mindset, built his confidence through small wins, and taught him to see challenges as opportunities. He finally made Chief Petty Officer after 2 years. Your past does not determine your potential. Every day that you wake up, you get to choose who you're going to be. The only question is, will you choose easy or will you choose growth? So here's your 30-day Unbreakable Mindset Challenge. Week 1 is foundation building. Start each morning with a 2-minute cold shower. This helps to build voluntary discomfort tolerance. Write down 3 challenges that you're currently avoiding. We're going to face those systematically. And then start each morning with some positive inner self-talk. Something like, today I choose to be unbreakable, or I am tough. Not as magic words, but as a decision. When I trained Officer Development School, we trained warrior toughness, and part of that was inner self-talk, and we used the phrase, I am tough. This helped those officers develop their unbreakable mindset. And at the end of their class, they presented me with a wooden American flag with the class number on it and the engraving, I am tough. Week 2 is your stress inoculation. Pick one challenging conversation that you've been avoiding having and have it this week. Whether that's with your spouse, your friends, your family, a coworker. Push past your fear and anxiety and face it head on. Do something this week that scares you but won't harm you. This could be public speaking, asking for help, or trying something new. Seneca once said, we suffer more in imagination than we do in reality. This is that inner story we tell ourselves. Years ago, my coach used to tell me, the only thing standing between you and success is the bullshit story that you keep telling yourself. change that story and you change your life. Week 3 is systems implementation. Build one non-negotiable daily habit that helps to build your mental strength, whether that's exercise, meditation, journaling, or reading. Practice the 10-second rule. When you're faced with a challenge, give yourself 10 seconds to think it through. Then act. Don't be quick to react. Give yourself 10 seconds. Think about it. Then act decisively. And start tracking your wins, no matter how small. Your mind needs proof that you're growing. Week 4, integration and expansion. Now it's time to take on bigger challenges that require all your new mental tools. Help someone else to build their mindset, because teaching strengthens your own understanding. And then plan your next 30-day growth challenge before this one ends. Remember, this isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming anti-fragile. Every challenge makes you stronger. Every setback teaches you something valuable. And every day that you practice builds mental muscle that you can use forever. An unbreakable mindset doesn't happen overnight. It starts with a single decision. And that decision is to stop letting life happen to you and start happening to life. Every Navy SEAL, successful entrepreneur, Olympic athlete, or anyone who's ever achieved something significant has made this decision. The difference between being where you are now and where you want to be isn't talent, luck, or circumstances. It's mindset. If you build an unbreakable one, nothing can stop you. But if you have a weak one, everything will stop you. Challenges aren't there to stop you. It's to see who wants it the most. Those with an unbreakable mindset will find a way, and those who don't will find an excuse. So your mission is clear. 30 days of deliberate mindset training. Not motivation, not inspiration, but training. Just like you train your body at the gym, you're going to train your mind under controlled stress until it becomes unbreakable. If this resonated with you, smash that like button and share it with someone who needs their own mental strength training. And I'll see you in the next video where we talk about why you need to stop whining and start winning. And until then, stay focused, stay strong, and remember that your mindset is your choice.